Welcome back to News Geelong, and now we're down to the Barina Bowls Club, where we caught up with Badgers captain Brandon Shelton as they defeated Lara in Premier Bowls action last weekend.
Yeah, no, it was a good result. It was a bit of a danger game for us after last week. We had a really good result last week, and we're just hoping to back it up this week. Gets a side that can play good bowls on a synthetic surface.
And in Premier Division, of course, it's a mixture of Geelong and Ballarat clubs for our viewers. How do you find the synthetic as against the grass?
We find it's a big advantage to our players because obviously we play on it a lot. We have got players that can play on grass, but we've been struggling of late on that. But we've had 2 games in a row here, so it's probably given us a good advantage, the last 2 weeks. So.
We're sitting in 5th position on the ladder before today's game, only a matter of 7 points behind Webb Kona. So depending on other results in the top 4, you could end up in the top 4 after round 8.
Yeah, well, we're just hoping to take it one game at a time. I know it's a cliche, but we've got a very winnable game against Highton next week, so we had to make sure we won today and give ourselves a chance to make the top 4 next week.
And Brendan, one of the features that we've seen around each of the rinks today between yourself and Lara, a lot of younger players, including yourself.
Yep. No, there's a good mixture of youth, in the Premier League, and that's what a lot of noise is made, and it's good. I would like to see more younger players join the game, and you can see how exciting it is playing bowls.
There's a lot of spirit, and as you say, a support on the green. Does it make a difference to your bowls?
It does. When you play a good bowl and the rest of your side's behind you, it gives you real confidence to play another good shot. So yeah.
You, as skipper, you drew a couple of beautiful shots there towards in the closing ends. Is that your game that you look to you particularly your second and third to clear the head for you to be able to put your good draw bowls in?
Oh, it just depends on the situation. Like most of the time, my boys probably had a bit of an off day today, but we still got up. But overall, they'll set their head up for me and give me an opportunity to make a conversion if the opportunity's there.
Now, Highton next week at Highton?
Yep. Yeah, no, we're looking forward to that. Their carpet runs pretty similar to this, so if there's not much wind around, we should handle it pretty well, I think. So.
And for a club that's 99 years old, going into its 100th year next year, you're really going to look like starting off the 100th year in an impressive way.
Yeah, well, it's going to be it's a long season. We're not even halfway yet, but the group we've got here has got the chance. If we can play to our ability, we've got every chance of going deep into the finals, I hope.
And you yourself have been playing the game for quite a while, and all of Barina, I understand.
Yeah, 16 years now, so yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy every minute of it.
Thanks, Brandon. Now we speak to Mick Schultz, Vice President of the Grovedale Football Club, to talk about the upcoming season and the advantages for the Tigers.
The Grovedale Tigers play in the GFL, and they've had a few lean seasons, but they're looking forward to a bright future thanks to a sponsorship from Villawood. And today we're at the opening of the Villawood Stage 1, which is just going off like you wouldn't believe. And Michael Schultz, the Vice President of the Grovedale Tigers, is on board lending a hand. And he tells us a little bit about season 2013. This Villawood enterprise here is good not only for the footy club, but it could also produce a few players in the future.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. We were lucky enough to get Villawood as a sponsor last year, and we've been working very closely together both ways. They look after us very well, and we do things like this to sort of help them. And there's all that as well. Like, it's a big development for the area of Grovedale and Mount Duneed, and hopefully we can produce some players from it in the future.
Well, we know that Grovedale can probably only go one way, and that's upwards, and I'm sure that next season, 2013, you're looking for bigger and better things.
Yeah, definitely. We've recruited quite a few new players and quite a few returning players from around the place, so we're looking at improving. And you're right, we can only go one way. And but we've also we're a very strong club in the juniors, and we've got, I don't know, there's 17 junior sides, so we've got a fairly good future. We just have to improve the senior teams at the moment, but that's in the process.
Well, have you got any names you can drop? Can you give us a scoop on perhaps big signings for Grovedale next season?
I can give you a couple. There's Jared Young, who's an ex-Grovedale junior, who's been away to Werribee and been playing at Port Adelaide for the last 3 or 4 years, and he's come back as an assistant coach. And he's Luke Primus has come back as assistant coach from Anglesea as well. There's quite a few other names that we'll probably keep in under wraps for a little while, but we'll let them out as they go.
Oh, well, that's very good for the Grovedale Footy Club. And as we know, once this development sees 7,000 people living here, it's just going to populate the area and can only be good for the Grovedale Football Club in the future.
Yeah, and not only the football club, just the whole community. It's a huge, not only this development, but also the other ones going around the place as well. It's like another suburb. So it's it's pretty exciting actually. It's interesting to see it actually starting to come together. It's one thing to see it on paper, but when you see it actually come together, it's very interesting. So, yeah, it's good for the whole this side of Geelong, I suppose.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a fantastic development with so many wonderful features that you couldn't possibly imagine on a housing estate, as we used to call them in the old days. This is a total community, isn't it?
It is. You just look at the plan here and the green parts and all the water and everything. It looks fantastic. If it comes up like it does on the videos, it's going to be fantastic, I reckon.
Well, good luck with the Tigers next season, 2013.
Thank you very much, Nick. I appreciate that.
At the opening of Armstrong Mount Dunedin, this is Ian Nichols for News Geelong.
Thanks, Mick. Be sure to stay with us after the break. But before you do, follow us on Twitter @NewsGeelong31 for all the latest news. Be sure to join us after this.